Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't. Everything's viral all the fucking time, especially on TikTok. You cannot go a day without seeing a new viral product. However, there are those ones that really do stick because they are good. They're decent. They're very, very good and people love them for a reason. However, me loving Korean skincare so much, K-beauty in general, I always find that there is always a better Korean alternative, which also usually makes it more affordable. So today I want to share some of the most viral, top-rated, best-selling skincare products of now and share what I feel are their better K-beauty alternatives. So let's start off with Summer Friday's Lip Butter Balm. Its key ingredients being shea butter. Fine. Isn't that in everything though? It's not bad. It's deeply moisturizing, helps repairing the skin barrier. We have muru seed butter, which is rich in fatty acids, provides hydration as well, sodium hyaluronic acid essentially. And then it's got mica in to add a subtle shimmer, which I found surprising because it doesn't look shimmery. It looks like any old lip balm. So I kind of find the mica unnecessary, I guess. But also people love the Summer Fridays lip balm because it comes in different shades. It's nice and thick. You could build it up if you want it light or thicker, sorry. It's glossy, like a lip gloss, but with all these kind of like moisturizing benefits, right? But here's what I feel is a better option for you if you are looking for something that has good lip balm ingredients, but also goes that one step further, but also has the color range choices too. And this is Code GLOKOLOR's Lipcerin. Here's one of them. I have more, but these contain glycerin, which is a really powerful humectant, much better in my opinion than sodium hyaluronate to really make your lips feel hydrated. We've got shea butter in here too. So again, it's going to be rich in those fatty acids, kind of keeping everything in, keeping your lips feeling nicely hydrated. We have squalane, so you get that really lightweight moisturization without that greasy, heavy feeling. But then we also have glutathione, which is an antioxidant, which in general is going to help that skin on your lips. Then we have apple mint extract, which is soothing and kind of provides that kind of like refreshing sensation and a slight plumpy tingling feeling without actually irritating the lips. In fact, it calms irritated skin. Then we have cedrol, which is a natural compound that offers soothing and anti-inflammatory benefits. It's vegan and comes in 6 different colors with a dewy finish, which K-beauty just does dewy finishes the best. So let's compare. When it comes to hydration and moisturization, both products utilize shea butter for deep moisturization. Code GLOKOLOR though goes that step further when it comes to hydration with glycerin and squalane, both really effective humectants. And of course, Summer Fridays does have their sodium hyaluronate, focusing on moisture retention and plumping effects. I just prefer glycerin over sodium hyaluronate. When it comes to the antioxidant and soothing properties, Code GLOKOLOR includes glutathione, which is a potent antioxidant, and apple mint extract, which offers soothing benefits. Summer Fridays does not really highlight any specific antioxidants or soothing extracts in its formulation. Then when it comes to texture and finish, Code GLOKOLOR aims for a dewy finish with a natural tint, suitable pretty much for daily wear, and Summer Fridays provides a more glossy finish with a subtle shimmer due to its inclusion of mica. Now here's the real kicker for me, no, not kicker, deciding factor for me, price versus volume. So Code GLOKOLOR approximately is £8 for 15 milliliters of products, and Summer Fridays is £23 for 15 grams. So in conclusion, given the price and the more comprehensive ingredient profile, shall we say, Code GLOKOLOR Color Lipcerin offers a much more exciting and beneficial blend of hydrating, antioxidant, and soothing compounds at a much more affordable price. The inclusion of glycerin and squalane and glutathione for me like really does it for me and is a much more better option for those seeking effective lip care with added value at an affordable price. Controversial, but let's go with an icon, Paula's Choice BHA 2% versus COSRX's Blackhead Power Liquid. Can they really be compared? I'm gonna try. So Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant of course contains salicylic acid, which is beta hydroxy acid to help exfoliate the skin, unclog pores, reduce blackheads and acne. We have green tea leaf in here to, which is an antioxidant. It's going to help soothe the skin as well. Methylpropadiol and butylene glycol, which are basically solvents to enhance the penetration of the active ingredients. And this is £32, I think it is. Yeah. £32. They do different sizes. One of my favorite BHAs is COSRX Blackhead Power Liquid. So their key ingredient is betaine salicylate at 4%. Now, this is an alternative to salicylic acid because of the Korean regulations on salicylic acid. Betaine salicylate is a mix of salicylic acid and betaine, so you kind of get like a gentler version of salicylic acid. However, speaking very quick, what they say about betaine salicylate is that it's roughly half the effectiveness of salicylic acid. So when you have 4% betaine salicylate and 2% salicylic acid, you're kind of leveling them out, but it's just a lot more gentle. We also have willow bark extract in here, which is a natural source of salicylates, which is basically anti-inflammatory. They say it's exfoliating, but it's not really. Niacinamide to help improve skin tone and texture, sodium hyaluronate to actually help hydrate the skin as well, and panthenol to soothe the skin and moisturize too. Both for me are both great products at really utilizing whatever version of salicylic acid or BHA they have. However, the COSRX one with betaine salicylate is a much gentler version for easily sensitized skin, but that all people can really benefit from. You may just want to use it more regularly than you would do Pos Choice. COSRX also has all these additional benefits with niacinamide, more hydrating and moisturizing and soothing properties. I feel like you are getting more for your money with COSRX actually offering a slightly lower price point. Both products are effective. They're both effective. What I will say is there's this idea that we have to be using really strong actives in order for them to be effective. And once you've kind of like your skin's got used to one certain percentage of an active ingredient, you then have to graduate onto the next higher percentage. And I don't necessarily think that that's true. And in my experience, I love these gentler alternatives that I could use more regularly throughout the week instead of irritating my skin 2 to 3 times a week. For me, the COSRX BHA Power Liquid is a great alternative for those wanting to take a gentler yet still super effective approach. Not a favorite of mine, but Tatcha's The Water Cream is extremely popular. Tatcha in general is very popular on TikTok, especially, despite its really high price point. And I'm going to compare it to what is always considered an effective dupe is the ROVECTIN Calming Lotus Cream. I feel like we've not talked about it on this channel for a long time, for a really long time. Let's take a look at Tatcha first. Now, their key ingredients are always more on the kind of like natural side, but so are ROVECTIN's. One of Tatcha's key ingredients is Japanese wild rose, which they claim can help tighten pores and smooth skin texture, along with Japanese leopard lily, which assists in controlling excess oil and supports natural cell turnover, which I've never heard of before. Hadassi 3 complex, which is a blend of green tea, rice, and algae for anti-aging benefits and a healthy glow. I believe that's Tatcha's own little combination that they kind of made up there. Sodium hyaluronate, obviously to help hydrate the skin as well. And then gold. There's just gold in there, and they kind of use that for like more of like a radiant glow. It's very expensive. It's £63, and I'll be honest with you, it doesn't seem like a lot of their ingredients really are rooted in science and effectiveness, and that's not because they're natural. I love when nature can beat science, and they create some great things, but it sounds like you're paying for a lot of fluff, in my opinion. When we take a look at the ROVECTIN Clean Lotus Water Cream, I don't know when they added clean to the product name, I don't know, but we have lotus flower extract in here too. So they do also focus on flowers as one of their key ingredient. There is 75% in here. They claim that this purifies the skin, helps maintain its oil and water balance. We then have ingredients like niacinamide to help with the appearance of skin tone, enlarge pores, help strengthen the skin barrier, glycerin, which is a great humectant, panthenol to help soothe and moisturize the skin, also calms the skin as well. And this is £20.16. When we compare them, they both really do focus on kind of like pore tightening and oil control, both in this lightweight, watery, creamy gel cream texture that does just kind of like break into a water on the skin. In my personal experience, I have found that I dry out a lot quicker with the Tatcha water cream. It just seems to disappear too quick on the skin, especially on my dry parts. Whereas the ROVECTIN Lotus Cream, I refuse to say ROVECTIN's Clean Water Cream, hangs around a bit more. You feel well hydrated. It's nice and lightweight for my oily T-zone, but moisturizing enough for my cheeks. I just find that I get my money's worth with it kind of thing. And honestly, the gold in the Tatcha product is I find gold in skincare tacky, to be honest with you. And I do feel like the ROVECTIN one really does concentrate more on hydration and barrier support. And whilst both creams kind of offer more unique benefits tailored for different skincare needs, Tatcha does feel a bit more geared towards those seeking pore refinement and oil control and anti-aging benefits with a touch of luxury, whereas ROVECTIN provides a hydrating and soothing kind of experience with skin brightening properties and some pore refining properties, even though they don't really advertise that. So whilst these are often pitted against each other, they are kind of different. But what that says to me is that people don't want what Tatcha are often claiming their product does, if that makes sense. What they want is a nice, lightweight, watery cream, a deeply hydrating, watery cream, which ROVECTIN does, in my opinion, considerably better than Tatcha. Let me know what you think. If you try them both, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now we have to compare Seravee and AESTURA. Of course, Ceravee's moisturizing cream and AESTURA's Atobarrier 365 cream. Take a look at Seravee first. An icon, a modern day icon for a reason, right? Their key ingredients are, of course, ceramides. These are essential lipids that restore and maintain the skin's natural, healthy barrier function. We all know what ceramides are, don't we? They are like one of the key ingredients I look for in my skincare nowadays. This also contains hyaluronic acid, glycerin in here as well, so a nice mix of humectants, cholesterol, which helps support the skin's barrier again and improves moisture retention, stops you drying out, and it's £15.49 for like their regular size. Now, my favorite, AESTURA's Atobarrier 365 cream, also contains these ceramides. Both Seravee and AESTURA actually kind of advertise these really special kind of like delivery methods of their ceramides. AESTURA has these little like exploding capsules in that you can see on the skin, and they claim that that helps the ceramides and the cholesterol and basically their ceramide complex penetrate the skin better. We also have niacinamide in here as well, squalane, so you're getting like a less greasier kind of feeling to a moisturizer, glycerin as a humectant too, allantoin to calm the skin too as well, which I feel is really important in a ceramide cream, because often you're using a ceramide cream because you fucked up your skin. So it's nice to have something soothing alongside all the ceramides and the good for you ingredients. So whilst the Seravee moisturizer obviously focuses on restoring the skin barrier with ceramides and hyaluronic acid, it also provides a nice hydration for people with dry to very dry skin, whereas the AESTURA one combines ceramides with niacinamide, squalane, offering hydration, skin barrier strengthening, and soothing properties too, making it suitable for sensitive skin. AESTURA does come in more expensive, but I do find personally you are paying for formulation here. You get a really nice formulation with AESTURA, and I don't like the feeling of Seravee. Luckily, this isn't a cheaper alternative video, because this is not the cheaper alternative. Seravee is cost effective, but AESTURA does offer more benefits and more beneficial ingredients. So whilst you are getting barrier improvement, you're also getting like skin tone improvement too. So really it's up to you and your budget when it comes to this one. I don't think there's a huge difference, but for me, I can really feel it in the formulations. But let me know what you think about these alternatives. If you've tried them, if you think the originals are better, let me know in the comments down below. Watch some more skincare reviews here, why not? Some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.